We're ready for some football and hope you are too. Welcome to East Rutherford, New Jersey, everybody, and MetLife Stadium. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Giants. Ready to get this game started, here's Evan McPherson. And away we go from East Rutherford. He's brought down to what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
From the gun, here's Dart. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's throwing deep to the left side. Ooh, and almost an opening drive pick, but he couldn't hang on. He dropped it, so the potential turnover winds up on the ground. Does, though, bring up 4th down. So an 0-2 start to the game for him, Brock, and not surprisingly, his team headed to the sideline after a 3-and-out.
I think it's going to take a few more incompletions before they start to panic, but that's far from the type of start they had planned for in this one.
And he's going to call for the fair catch here at the 38-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Right to the air, Burrow. That throw finds Jamar Chase. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Right back to Chase. And he's taken down at the 30. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down, Cincinnati.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. They get an even 10 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this forward to the 19.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? 3rd and long for him here. This throw is going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
A 36-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
Good.
And they are able to get their first 3 points of this game.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here's Devin Singletary on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. On play action with Dart. He puts some air under it deep down the left. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know they're going to keep giving him looks, keep calling pass plays. You cannot survive a game without a completion, but the results so far, yeah, they've been a little bit rough.
Lucky to avoid that turnover. Might need some more luck here if they want to convert on this 3rd and long. Dump off caught by his back. Jukes away from one. And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
He's hit before he can get anything on that return. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Drawing up the design keeper. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
I can promise you that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
3rd and 4 coming up now. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. On the quick slant here, it's Higgins. And this does not get it. Looking short field, but the defender is there to force this 4th down.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
So on 4th down, Bengals calling on Ryan Rico for the punt. Gunnar Olszewski will return it for the Giants. He has it at the 13. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They go right back to Tracy. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
Oh, that's such a good feeling as a quarterback on an RPO, and you get to hand it, and you get to watch him take off. You know if you take advantage in the RPO game of a run like that, it only makes the pass that much better.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Trying to find his tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And now the Bengals have it. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals go up 10-zip here in the first.
Giants nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. On the return, here comes Olszewski. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. He keeps it and takes off. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But that's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Dart's out of the shotgun. He calls his own number again. And Dart's got him a fresh set of downs there as he slides to a stop.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
1st and 10 now from the 46. The counter give to Tracy. He scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
A modest gain on the counter. A good recovery there from the front 7, Kate. They bought the fake initially, but adjusted just in time to limit the damage headed the other direction.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Dart's going to the air. Catch is made. It's Jalen Hyatt. And they make the tackle at the 38. A gain of 15 there. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Shotgun snap, a give to Tracy. And this is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a 1st down too.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
A tight end in motion now. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And this is going to fall incomplete. They made a call for the end zone there, but nobody picked up on the other end. Now it's 3rd down.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit. Okay, you get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that 1st down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he's brought down just inside the 25. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Burrow back to throw. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one.
Well, you certainly want those throws to be automatic. Every team, if you're going to be efficient, you've got to hit those passes in the short to intermediate zone to effectively move the ball in this league.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. Burrow out of the shotgun. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Incomplete. Javon Holland there on the coverage.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ryan Rico headed back out for the punt. He can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. We'll get a stoppage here. Looks like there's a Giant in some discomfort following that play. New York to the line. 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd.
And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 10-3 ball game. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They start with 2nd and 6. Darts looking to throw. That's incomplete left side.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. And there's a man there, it's intercepted! Geno Stone picks it off. And the Bengals will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. 1st down, Burrow to throw. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Short pass brought in. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Complete to number 5, T. Higgins. A 10-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the Giants' 34-yard line.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Burrow from the gun. He has room past the 25. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 16-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Brown. Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be second down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. They'll run again with Brown. And they'll find ahead for a few. It's third down.
On the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. So the false start makes this a far tougher call now. 3rd and 6. They'll air it out on 3rd. He's got Gesicki complete. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down. And they've got themselves a 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
They go heavy on this 1st and goal. 3 tight ends in the formation. Brown. The charge into traffic, but the line doesn't budge. They stall him out short.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Brown again. And he won't get it done here as they close in on him for the loss. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Back to the 3 after that last play. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Chase. And this is going to end behind the line. A great stop down in close. Let's see if they want to risk it now on 4th and goal.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on 3rd down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
On 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff.
For Cincinnati.
On the return, this is Singletary. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
2nd down now, 7 to go. To throw, here's Dart. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. It's stop made by Barrett Carter.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Bengals into the nickel set, 3rd down. There he is on 3rd and short. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. A handoff to Tracy. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I know we all love the big home run plays, the highlight reel plays, but as an offense, these are just the stay on schedule kind of plays. But I love the commitment to this run game. Keep working that body, keep working that body, keep working that body, and eventually you could take the will away from your opponent.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Pass brought in by Slayton. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. A give to Tracy up the middle. And he's got about 9 on that run, partner. Down inside the 30.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here goes Duck. Hit behind the line. That ball's loose. Oh, heads up play from the Giants there. They get to the loose ball and make the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And he's off the mark there. Too far behind him to adjust. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
They'll go. Here's Darts. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Burrow setting to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
Ryan Rico on to punt. He has it at the 22. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
Here's Tracy. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Tracy once more. And his progress is soft for a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
It's Tracy on the carry. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Going on first down. It starts. Shakes himself free. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's down to almost... Nope. They're actually going to give him the 30 here. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And it's good for a New York first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
On first and 10, here starts. That pass is caught by Wandale Robinson. Tackle made at the 10, first and goal coming up. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First down and goal to go.
This offense in position now. It's first and goal. From the red zone on first. Makes the catch. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that first down marker. Cincinnati uses its second timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
At the Bengals' 5-yard line.
Here's Singletary on the toss. And he's in for the touchdown. The Giants make it a one-score game before halftime. Devin Singletary with the touchdown.
The
Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants cut it to a field goal game.
Bengals 13, Giants 10.
Raleigh set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
Jones on the return.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now Burrow splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 3 now. Burrow to the air now. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Third and short, it's Burrow. Has it downfield, it's Chase. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals grow their lead just time. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Going after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals make it a 10-point ball game.
Giants 10.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, this is Singletary. And this drive will start inside the 25. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Now here he goes. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
All set to go now from the 35. On 1st down, here's Dart. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. Under the gun this time, here's Dart. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that leaves him with 3rd and short.
Geez, with each incompletion, each turnover, each sack, you can almost just feel this offense's frustration. Really imperative, this quarterback, stay positive. Just keep chopping away.
Throwing on 3rd, here's Dart. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. This one misses the tight end. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Here's Jamie Gillen on again for the punt.
The Bengals take over
1st and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And look at this, 9 yards on a nice 1st down run. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Giants ready to kick this one away, and off we go once more. On the return, here's Jones. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Starting the half with a give to Brown. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
The one thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Burrow out of the shotgun. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Early movement along the right side. The flag comes out. Following the false start penalty, here's 3rd down and longer. 3rd and long for him here. He's looking deep once again. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Third down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
All set now, 1st and 10. Here's Brown again. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? He can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Burrow from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds after getting this one to the opposing 45-yard line.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Giants going dime coverage here, Brock. 6 DBs out there, 3rd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Burrow back to throw. And he's going to work this down to the 32. Tyler Nubin with the tackle.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Looking to throw, Burrow. Finds him over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Oh, movement on the line before the snap, though. This is going to be a false start. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Throwing is Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Short pass brought in. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
So the field goal team stays sidelined. They're going to go for this. Here we go with Brown. This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. Now here comes the New York offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. New York to the line, 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Well, that's what an offensive player never wants to see, a defender just waiting for him on the edge. At that point, the play's dead. A good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Darts out of the shotgun. That one going to go against the D. He got too aggressive to try and stop that play, and they tag him for pass interference. They'll run here following the penalty. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Dart setting in to throw here. That's Robinson on the slant. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Robinson. A gain of 4 brings up 2nd down at the 18-yard line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's start now. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Not on the same page with his tight end. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Darts looking at this 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. And the fair catch brought in right at the 40. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Burrow now on 1st down. Connects on the crosser. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, where every position on the offense gets a gold star. They all did their job, enough protection to allow the quarterback time to find his receiver, who went all the way from the right side of the field to the left side of the field to do some damage.
They haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Burrow on the play action. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
From the gun, P-Rod. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
3rd and just 2 to go. Short yardage run here for Brown. And they're turned away on 3rd and short. Actually might have lost a yard. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. Didn't do it there.
For the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. On the return, here comes Olszewski. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Completed to his running back. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
On the handoff, this is Tracy. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action, right? When you really just gouge and gash a defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
Completed over the middle. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Blitz coming. Here's Dart. It's on the in route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Option play. They're going to give it to Tracy. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Dax Hill up for the stop.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They go right back to Tracy. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's Giants football. They're on a mission here. They trail entering the 4th. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Third and long, they're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that makes things a little closer. It's now a 10-point game.
That field goal didn't do a lot on the scoreboard to make it a more attackable deficit, but it does create a sense of urgency here for this defense to get off the field.
And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
From the gun, a give to Brown. Get some space around midfield. And what a big play that was on first down, but we also have a flag. This might be coming back. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. Throw left side, and Gesicki has it. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Burrow to the air now. Set up the screen to Chase. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. And they were Johnny on the spot.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He gets it to Fant. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down, Burrow to throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. This one misses the tight end, and it sets up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
To the air again, it's Burrow. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I think everybody in the building was already thinking about the next play to run as they watched that short throw to the tight end. That's a gimme. You don't expect to see many of those dropped.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
On 4th down, out comes the Bengals field goal team and Evan McPherson. He better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense, running out in need of 2 quick scores.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 48-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
This dude, this dude has put it together some kind of game today. When he scored that touchdown earlier, we knew we had to keep an eye on him. And no surprise, here he is making yet another huge impact play.
Now at midfield after that loss, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
On first down, it's just Singletary. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 2.
Dart out of the shotgun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it. Man, that was a chain mover if you would have held on, Brock, but the contact just too much to do so.
Yeah, he's going to be disappointed in himself because you've got to make these contested catches, but I do give a lot of credit. An outstanding effort defensively to force that ball out. His make there, they had to have that one. And it really does set up a judgment call down on the field. This is where special teams coach and head coach are talking about game management. You've got 3 timeouts left, so you really can write either script you want. Onside kick or send it deep.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's Brown to start the drive. And that carry only gets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Javon Holland on the tackle. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 28-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Man in motion here. Burrow out of the shotgun. Caught quickly on the slant. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
The Bengals send out the punting unit. He's got it at the 24. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. 1st and 10 from the 32.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
It's Tracy on 2nd down. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. Darts looking to throw. Bengals get to him and take him down. And the defense comes through, and that's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he's brought down before the return gets far. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Burrow from the gun. And the Giants are on him, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
7 yards.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
They give on 2nd, it's Brown. No luck there, ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down.
You want to see the term read and react to the little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Back to throw it. Dump off caught by his back. And they get it done. Stop for a loss on 3rd down. That should get them the football back. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Their punter making his way out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Punt meets him at the 28. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. 1st and 10 from the 32.
At their own 32-yard
To throw, here's Dart. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Throw left side, finds Johnson. And as he goes out of bounds, we've got a flag on the play, likely against the defense. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete.
Incomplete. Daxton Hill on the coverage.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tracy. And 2 yards, all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Number 29, Tyrone Tracy, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job. And I just showed you I could do yours. QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Ball still sitting on that 14-yard line. Here comes 2nd and 10. A handoff to Tracy. And the 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Seventh play of the drive, offense facing 3rd and 3. Here he is to throw. Near the goal line. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie or go for 2 and the lead?
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. On the return, here's Jones. Making some progress here. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
50 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now they face 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Still 10 yards to get this 1st down as they come to the line. To throw. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Cincinnati's got it. And the Giants get it back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return.
The 3rd down pass. Intercepted.
Setting up to pass. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Intended for Wandale Robinson. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. And play action with Dart. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! DJ Turner comes up with it. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And he gets out of bounds after a small 2-yard gain. They needed more from that play. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. But I'll say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there are going to be more interceptions.
Now to throw. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And it'll be incomplete. They went for it, trying to stun everybody with no time left on the clock. But alas, we are headed for overtime. So starting this year, we've got some new rules in place for overtime, Brock. Both teams now guaranteed a chance to possess the football in overtime of any game, not just the playoff. So an opening drive touchdown, no longer an instant game winner. Got to be able to make a stop, too. It's a new look to NFL overtime. Let's see how this plays out as we get underway with some bonus football. On the return, here's Jones. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come, 1st and 10. First throw of overtime. Short pass brought in. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Tight end motioning right. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0. Burrow setting to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. So now it's 2nd and long.
Certainly got to pick your shots. When to be aggressive defensively, Kate, when you get here to overtime. You send a blitz, it better get home. It better have an effect, and that time it did, forcing the incompletion.
They send one of the tight ends in motion right. Burrow to the air now. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Trying to find his tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second. And incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Again, it's Burrow. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Punting unit out now. And in overtime, this has to be struck well. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he stopped after ripping off an 8-yard chunk. It's 2nd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Here's Tracy once more. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
Going on 1st down. It's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And this one does not go far.
To Wandale Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at their 49-yard line.
Some work to do here. Need to make some progress to get in range for that game winner. Here's 2nd down. Darts back to throw. Dumps it off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down here. Need 8 on the play. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 7-yard line.
All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on 2nd down. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen to Chase. And he's tackled for no gain.
Kate, I can feel by your body language and the call that you saw exactly what I saw. And that was a big uh-oh. It's one of the nice things of having a bird's eye view on these screens. You can see it coming at the field. In the field level, you get lost. But not up here. You knew that play was doomed from the start.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. He's going to go out of bounds up past the 15.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
On now comes their punter. And in overtime, he needs to make this a good one. Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. A give to Tracy up the middle. The flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Intended for Darius Slayton. Incomplete. He was covered by Barrett Carter.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. He has it, but he can't hang on. No interception, incomplete. Oh, the impact that could have had on overtime. Instead, we move on to 3rd down.
You know, that is such a bummer because those are the moments you live for defensively. Those are all the reps you do in practice to get to that moment when the ball's in your hand to make that interception. He can't get it done. Now he's got to flush it and go make another play.
Setting up the screen. And he stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. They'll bring out the punter here. And this needs to be a good one. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
T. Higgins. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Tight end in motion left. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Intended for Mike Gesicki. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 13.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Fair catch called for and made just outside the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here starts. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
A give right side to Tracy. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
I'll tell you, Kate, I'm not against a run in that situation. Many times that defense is playing pass on 2nd and long. But this front, well, they were prepared, and they pulled the trigger and make a stop.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Went way outside there trying to work that sideline, Brock. But by the time the ball had arrived, well, the defender had to knock that ball out.
I think you see my reaction in the booth every time
I do.
We see that throw because I can close my eyes and remember the terror that I felt as a quarterback when you let that ball go and you're throwing it all the way to the boundary. There's some risk reward, and that time, well, there was no reward.
First down carry for Brown. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yeah, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. One of the tight ends motions right. Burrow out of the shotgun. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Burrow from the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. Give him 24 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Brown gets it again here on second. We'll call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Here's Brown again. We'll have the first down and even more. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bengals have a first down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers. Just the element they needed to spring that run.
Straight ahead they go with Piron. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I've talked to running backs over the years, Kate, and the transition from the college game to the pro game. They'll tell you, there's just times in the NFL you got to run into darkness. You run into a lot of bodies. Perfect example of that on the first down play.
Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And that'll leave them with just 1 remaining in overtime. So here they are, a chance to win this with a field goal. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. The kick is good, he got it! And that's gonna break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. So for Brock Ewart, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from New York.